Hi everyone, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Today we're going to continue our unit on solving equations. If you remember previously from before Thanksgiving, we started on one-step equations. Today we're going to venture into two-step and then multi-step equations. So what I would like you to do is I'd like you to grab your interactive notebook. If you haven't, pause the video and go grab that. Okay, hopefully you pause the video. What I would like you to do is I'd like you to open up your notebook to the table of contents. We are going to label 23 and 24, solving two-step equations. Okay. If I'm going a little fast at any time, please pause the video and make sure that you are caught up. All right, so what you're going to do is we are going to turn over to the next two blank pages. We are going to label them 23 and 24. Okay, and then we're going to grab our yellow, green, and blue papers. You guys should have picked them up on the side table. If you haven't, please pause the video, go ahead and grab them. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to take each of the sheets, and I've already cut them out just to save time on the video. You're going to cut them out around the outside, and I did them for all of them. Now, even though you guys can see the dotted lines on the green and the dotted lines on the blue, don't cut them out just yet. I found that it's going to be a lot easier if you cut them out at the end. Okay, so what you're going to do is we want to put the yellow one down first. Go ahead and glue on the side where it says gluing or stapling tab. And you're going to grab your green. Go ahead, pop your green right on top. And you're going to, once again, glue or staple in that tab. Grab your blue and pop that on. Okay. So if you need to pause the video, please pause the video at any time. So now this is where you're going to take your scissors, and this is going to make it so much easier. So you're going to take your scissors and put your hand in between the yellow and the green. So you're only holding the blue and the green. Grab your scissors and you're going to cut along that dotted line. So you're cutting the green and the blue at the same time. Okay. Like I said, if at any time you guys need to pause the video, go ahead, pause it. Almost done. So now this this book is actually a really great book for not only two-step but also multi-step when we get further in. And also when we get into, when you guys get into 8th grade next year, this will be really helpful. Today what we're going to do is we're going to focus on 4, 5, and 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, those are tabs that we're going to focus on as we get into combining like terms, distributive property, and so on. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of go through and ask yourselves these questions, okay? If we start at the top, are there any parentheses for right now? Our answer is going to be no. And it's going to tell us that there are no grouping symbols. Go to the next. Are there any like terms? We're not going to have any yet. All right, go to the next step. Are there variables on both sides? There won't be yet. Go to the next step. Okay, so this is what I mean by we're going to start at 4, 5, and 6. Do you have a number being added or subtracted to the variable? Okay, we are going to answer that as yes. Use zero pair inverse operation to remove the number being added or subtracted. Okay, you should either add or subtract on both sides of the equation. Then you're going to Go on to the next one. Do you have a number being multiplied or divided? We likely will. So you're going to, use inverse operations to isolate the variable. So you're either going to multiply or divide. And then, do you have a solution? Yes. Verify your answer by substituting the variables with the solution. Okay, that's a check. We want to make sure that our statement is true. So this is going to go ahead and be put into, I'm actually, guys, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm actually going to put on 24, I'm going to put my my little book in 24 because I think it's going to make it a little bit easier to, with all the little doors and whatnot. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead, glue this guy up. Okay. And I'm going to let's see if I can get this in on the first try. I'm actually going to go like that. Ah, look at that. All right. And I might cut later on. I might cut this so that it's kind of flush. But I won't worry about that right now. All right. So we're going to try some examples. We're going to try 3 examples. The first example that we're going to try is 2x plus 7 equals 19. Go ahead and copy that down. Okay, so like the one-step equations, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make our ladder. Okay, and then we're going to ask ourselves the steps. Now, I told you already that we were going to get to step 4. Do you have a number being added or subtracted to the variable? We want to decide which side it has the variable. So we're going to start over on the left. Which number is farthest away on this side? Which number is farthest away from the variable? Well, the plus 7 is. So we're going to do the inverse operation of plus 7, which is subtract 7. Just like a ladder, we want to be balanced. So we're going to subtract on both sides. Positive 7, negative 7 cancels out. And we drop down and get 2x. 19 minus 7 simplifies to 12. So now we see a 2-step equation. Okay? A 1-step equation. We have multiplication, so we are going to unmultiply or divide. Go ahead, divide both sides by 2. 2 over 2 leaves us with an x. 12 over 2 leaves us with 6. So then what we're going to do is we are going to do the last step. We are going to check. So I'm going to go ahead. I usually just write CK. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite, replace. So 2 times 6 plus 7 and resolve. 12 plus 7 equals 19. 19 equals 19, and it checks. Okay, so we have successfully completed this problem. So what I would like you to do with example 2 is I want you to try it out on your own. So after you've copied this down, I'm going to ask you to pause the video and try it out on your own, and that includes a check. So go ahead, pause, and come on back. All right, hopefully you paused the video. So the first thing we're going to do is draw our arrow, our ladder. I'm going to look at the addition subtraction. I notice that I have multiplication and subtraction. So I've got to undo both of those. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 to both sides. I want to get rid of the addition subtraction first and foremost. Negative 2, positive 2 cancels out. Bring down the 3x. 22 plus 2 is going to give us 24. Whoops, let's focus. There we go. And now we have a 1-step equation. We have multiplication. Opposite of times 3, divided by 3. So we're going to divide both sides. 3 over 3 leaves us with x. And 24 over 3 leaves us with 8. I'm going to go ahead and check. We're going to rewrite. We're going to replace. And we're going to resolve. 3 times 8 is 24 minus 2. 24 minus 2 is 22. 22 equals 22. We have a check. All right, very nice. Okay, let's try a third example. Okay, and this example is x over 4 plus 3 equals 8. All right, so I see in this problem, I see division and I see addition. So we're going to need to do the opposite of addition, which is subtraction, the opposite of division, which is multiplication. Go ahead, pause the video, try it. All right, hopefully you tried this problem. Let's go ahead and build our ladder. The opposite of positive 3 is negative 3. So I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. Positive 3, negative 3. Cancel out. We're going to bring down x over 4. 8 minus 3 is 5. Now we have divided by 4. Opposite of divided by 4 is times by 4. So we're going to multiply both sides by 4. 4 over 4 reduces to leave us x. 5 times 4 leaves us 20. Okay, let's go ahead and check. We're going to rewrite. We're going to replace, and we're going to resolve. 20 divided by 4 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 equals 8. All right, very nice. Okay, go ahead and close up your book. Oops. Okay. And what I would like you to do is I would like you to take out the example questions that you have in front of you. If you haven't gotten them, please ask Mr. Anderson. And you may work by yourself with one partner or max 3 people in a group. All right, guys, have a great day. See you tomorrow.